Does training the grip actually matter and boost your strength in calisthenics? Yes and no. Junior, what the hell do you mean? How can you tell me no in training grip? I literally can't lose anything in training grip. Exactly. But you have to think about it. What exactly in grip training that you're getting specifically that you aren't getting already in your basic calisthenics training? A lot of weightlifting guys already have a pretty good base, grip strength, or construction workers or laborers. They all have a good amount of grip strength, even though they don't really do like grip intensive stuff like calisthenics. Or just, hanging from the bar, doing weighted pull-ups, muscle-ups, and all that stuff. There's this idea that, this is technically like grip stuff because I'm holding onto my entire body weight with one arm, especially with like one arm pull-ups. It's very impressive that you're able to, hold your entire body weight on one arm. But you also have to think about it. There's no exercises in calisthenics that, like, in terms of grip gains, that's more superior than weightlifting guys. Unless of one thing. If they trained for fingertip strength and fingertip based movements and thick bars, thin bars, and they're comfortable grabbing all bars in every type of angle, then that's like probably the only advantage. But really in calisthenics, you do front levers, you can do muscle ups, whatever. You're not gonna have the same like power you need when you're deadlifting 3 or 4 or 5 plates. There's nothing in calisthenics that's gonna match that unless it's like a stupid weighted pull-up. But there's this idea that's just like, there's kind of the stigma where it's like, oh yeah, since you do calisthenics you got super strong grip. It's not really super strong. It's pretty comparable with guys who also lift. But you training grip, sorry, I'm stuttering. You training grip, will that really give you an advantage or help you reach the goal that you're trying to get? It depends. Really, I only train grip for 2 things. It makes my job as a welder easier, and 2, I'm trying to beat my father in arm wrestling. So, it helps to get in a stronger grip. But in reality, me doing my one-arm pull-ups, my pull-ups for 5 minutes straight, my pull-ups for 5 minutes straight, whatever, my weighted muscle-ups, that's a hell of a lot of grip strength. You need to go from here, switch it, grab it, and push, and come down slowly. And the only little hack, I guess, grip strength has, where not many calisthenic athletes talk about it, but it is actually developing stronger grip / finger strength in your handstands. Now, why do you do that? Why would you do that? Well, I find it in myself. After I train grip or after I train fingertip push-ups for an extended period of time, my handstand balance is significantly easier due to not just the push strength training in my anterior chain or my shoulder muscles, but it is the fact that I'm training my fingers to push hard. If they can push harder in all types of angles, then their ability to press hard into the ground and prevent me from falling, like it'll look like this, it'll prevent me from falling because I'll be pressing up. That's the only area that I find that would require and would actually benefit greatly from grip / fingertip training. Other than that, if you're doing normal calisthenics / weight training, your grip should already be like pretty solid. But if you want to train grip, if you want to increase it, I recommend dead hangs, but amongst different variations. Do dead hangs where your hands are close to the bar, wide against the bar. Doing dead hangs to where you're using fingertips, you're using different variations. So you're doing the first 2, then you're doing the back 2, then you're doing middle finger and ring finger, then you're going to do 2 pointer fingers. The only thing to take into consideration when you're doing your grip training is the fact that it's going to hurt like hell when you're doing the dead hangs, because you're going to feel like you're ripping your finger off, and you're not. It just feels like that. But I would start off in like intervals of like 3 to 5 seconds. Just 3 to 5 seconds, spam that. And then the next session, it gets slightly easier, slightly easier, slightly easier. Along with doing your false grip. Doing your false grip on a bar is already basically doing a forearm curl or like a wrist curl, because you're doing this, building that muscle up, and then you're holding onto it while doing muscle ups. That's a great builder, great grip builder. Another exercise that I do is I like to do one arm kettlebell, I don't know what they are, rotations or something like that. But I train the hell out of the kettlebells for grip strength training just because it kind of helps, build the strength for arm wrestling. and I find that it helps promote a lot of blood flow before I do my handstand training. So it basically is like a little injury prep because I have injured both my wrists before. It also gives me like kind of like that feel that it's snappy, that's stable and strong, like because I pumped a shit ton of blood in them. Doing those movements along with the fingertip push-ups helps me get a stronger grip without training. Is it really worth it? That's the question. That's the title of the video. Not really, unless you want to experiment and see if it'll help you. Because I've never seen any other calisthenic athlete talk about having strong fingertips to make the balance easier. I just thought it made sense since I'm pushing my fingers on the ground. If I had stronger fingers, I won't have to worry so much if I tip over so much. So you can try that, see if it helps you out. Also, doing fingertips on the bar, doing fingertip push-ups, and not just doing these. I'm talking doing them with your fingers bent, so it's kind of a more disadvantageous position. I would also recommend doing push-ups where you're pushing down and then you're pressing back up on your fingertips. Those are pretty fun. Very good grip builder. But yeah, I hope you enjoy the video and that it makes sense. See ya.